Hmm. All right. So, where we last left off, you guys had accepted another case, this time from a older shifter woman from North Edge, who was inquiring about her missing grandson, who she said was kidnapped. She provided a ransom note as well from the apparent captors, and you guys agreed on getting paid 800 gold for the completion or for the safe return of her grandson. You then spoke to the child's mother, learned that he was perhaps a drug addict living in Lower Dura who was buying drugs from Dask, apparently owed them money. You also decided to go investigate a well that was mentioned in the ransom note. Went to North Edge, caught yourself a kobold who had been hired to retrieve the ransom money. After that, you decided to make your way back to Myriad Mysteries to fill in Jack and maybe get some advice on your next steps. So, we're going to start the session with you guys walking in to Myriad Mysteries, Kobold in tow. When you see sitting in the office across from Jack is a gnomish man. Why don't you go ahead and describe him for us, Caleb?
So I threw the picture up in the open chat, and then so in front of you you see like a short gnome with a, typical gnomish features, but he doesn't really look like you're like uh, I don't know, like a bookkeeping type gnome. He's got leather armor on and seems like a bit more grizzled. Um, he's short, and I guess he's holding his spell book in his hand and writing, and kind of just looking around the room and notices you guys and seems to be you know what I mean, a little bit relieved that someone's here.
Jack looks at you guys. Oh, you back? So soon. What'd you find?
We got
Uh,
this little guy.
yes. An accomplice, relatively speaking.
The kobold guy, like, sort of sheepishly looks inside. Am I under arrest?
No, certainly not. I told you I'm going to compensate you for your time in helping us.
Okay. Jack just looks confused. What was he doing
He was in
exactly?
the well.
He was hired to pick up the ransom payment.
Interesting. So, who's the perps? You got any idea yet? I assume it wasn't him.
No, certainly not, son.
Say, young hobgoblin and goblin apparently hired him to pick up the gold, and they would have given him a percentage of it. And wouldn't you know, it very well could be that these are the same goblinoids that the shifter woman spoke about being friends with the abductee.
I do wonder if young Leo is not involved in his own kidnapping.
Interesting. It's also possible his friends decided to betray him were the ones who did the kidnapping. Perhaps on Dask's behalf?
We'll
That's
find
where
out
I'm
once we
leaning.
find them.
But indeed, we gotta find them. We gotta get down to the bottom of it.
So where are you headed to next?
Our friend here will lead us to the drop-off in Kyber's Gate.
Oh, Kyber's Gate. That's serious. That's serious business. So how you guys plan on just strolling in there? I haven't been to Kyber's Gate often myself, but I've heard some real bad rumors.
Well, I will be disguising myself as a hobgoblin follower of the Traveler. Not too sure what Mitra or Jax would like to do.
Oh, I'll be quite alright. But your concern is most appreciated, Jack.
Well,
I
I guess it's fortuitous, because you guys are gonna definitely need backup if you're going into Kyber's Gate. Two of you should not be going in there by yourselves. I was just talking here with my my acquaintance. This is why don't you introduce yourself?
Hey, how's it going? Name's Jax. I see that you guys have quite a mystery here. My initial thought, I mean, you guys checked out the mother, right?
Oh, yes. She was the first one we spoke to.
As you know, most of the time it's honestly an inside job.
Thus my suspicion of Leo himself.
But the thought that the kid could get messed up with some people in a place, you know, as bad as Kyber's Gate, if he's down there, it could have just been wrong place, wrong time.
Hopefully we find one of the two goblinoids and then we'll be able to question them directly.
Indeed.
Well, Jax,
We're
it looks
very good at questioning.
It looks like you got your perfect opportunity to get your feet wet. If you're going to be joining us, here's
Can
your
I,
opportunity to
roll-
prove yourself.
Can I roll history to see if I know anything about this place, Kyber's Gate,
Sure thing.
or anything like that? Cool. Oh, I forgot that if you run, it's still doing that. If you run D&D Beyond on Google Chrome, it acts all crazy. 16. Here, let me open it on a different browser.
It says 18.
Well,
was there a D4?
It rolled the gifted scribe part of it. I was just ignoring that. I have an ability when I make an intelligence history check using calligrapher supplies, I can roll an extra D4.
Oh, okay. So, just a 16 then. Alright.
Yeah.
So, I don't think Jax would have any reason to have been to Kyber's Gate at any point. But you're familiar enough with it. It's it's basically a city beneath that's
Yeah, this
almost
is some
it's
stuff I read in a paper or something, you know what I mean? Newspaper or something like that.
yeah, it's almost a separate entity from Sharn itself because it's completely lawless. The
Oh, okay.
city officials have not made any attempt to try and enforce any laws in Kyber's Gate. It's specifically in the cogs. It's on the same layer as the cogs, but it's been separated mostly from the more industrial districts within the cogs. It's you know that it has a large population of both goblinoids and Dromish immigrants to the city, and it's where Dask originally started before, and it has existed down there for a while it's only recently, within like the last 2 years or so, that Dask has started to emerge, city above. But yeah, I think that would be the extent of your knowledge.
Okay, yeah. I've never been there, but I definitely think that maybe a smaller person could help you blend in a little. And he just kind of like pulls his hood up over his head, like his kind of a cowl, and checks to make sure he doesn't have any like shiny bits, anything that would make him stand out. Kind of tucks all his stuff in. Would you guys mind if I come along?
No, the more the merrier.
So, what's my cut? The little kobold like chimes in.
I told you, 10 gold.
Is that like 10%? 15%?
It's 10 gold.
It's 30%.
30%? Okay, now you're talking my language. I think that's pretty high, right?
Yes, indeed.
Alright, let's go!
Yes, let's be off.
Good luck! Don't start any fights if you can avoid it.
No, certainly.
Alright, so you guys gonna head out and hit the streets?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds like a plan.
Well, you want to just, like, have your characters fill in, Jack's, like, on the way, like, as you're walking?
Yep.
Give them all the details you guys have discovered so far. So,
Yeah.
you guys are following this kobold through the streets. He takes you down some interesting pathways in the back alleys of Lower Dura. You guys end up in a tunnel way that looks like a large open storm drain that leads deeper into the city, and you hear the kobold be like,
Down here! We gotta cut across, get to the lower central, and then we gotta take the lift down.
Very well.
and he just like jumps down and starts walking through these empty, dilapidated storm drains. And as you guys follow him, the top of it opens out, and you see that you're walking between the plateaus on like this narrow little like bridge. Basically, it's not meant to be for foot traffic. It was meant for plumbing, and it's going from the western plateau all the way to the central plateau, crossing this large chasm on the way. Definitely not the most orthodox route to getting to Lower Central.
Yeah, just a little bit further this way. We just gotta climb up through a sewer grate, and we'll be right there.
Excellent.
So you guys walk
You guys,
back
you
into
guys
the
think this guy's
darkness.
taking us for a ride?
What was that?
I said, you guys think this guy is taking us for a ride here, or?
I don't think he's clever enough for that.
Alright.
Yeah, he doesn't even seem to get percents correctly.
Alright, so you guys are ensconced in darkness again as he walks you into a tunnelway that cuts through the central plateau. And then you guys are led up a ladder through a manhole and onto the streets of Galadra's kitchen. Galadra's kitchen, Lower Central. And then are brought to a this back alley where there looks to be like a lift shaft. It doesn't even look like it's in order, and like it has like this what do you call them? They're like these like doors that are on elevators where it's just like a lattice of like metal. It's like a chain
I know what you're
link fence
talking
almost.
about. Yeah, those like grate doors.
Yeah, so the kobold like touches like a small stone embedded in the wall and it glows blue, and then you hear some like metal rattling, and a lift rises up from above with a small flickering ever-bright lantern in the top of it. He's like, yeah,
This one will take us straight to Confiscate.
and piles it. So you guys gonna take it with him?
Yep.
Yep.
Alright, so you all pile in the elevator
yeah.
together. Even with just the four of you, it feels claustrophobic in there. It's very small. It almost feels like you're standing inside a dumbwaiter. And then he like presses or like throws a small lever in the side, and the thing begins to descend into the bowels of Sharn. You can see that as it keeps going, it accelerates faster and faster. The brickwork in front of you, like, just becoming a blur. And you feel like a knot forming in your stomach as the thing begins to rattle and shake violently. But little Kobold doesn't seem perturbed by it at all. This seems just like his regular routine. And before you know it, the lift begins to slow down and come to a faltering stop at the bottom of the shaft, where the stonework opens up to reveal a large open chamber filled with burning torches, and you can see basically like a thoroughfare that is completely underground. It looks like a whole city block, but carved into the natural stone around it, to this like cavernous expanse. And immediately you're hit with the smell of like sulfur mixed with fragrant spices. And he's like,
Alright, so we headed to Shamukar.
That is where you were told to deliver.
Yeah. I was just making sure.
Yes,
You're
we
gonna
are
make sure
told
that
to.
they don't see me, right? I'd really
Of
rather
course.
not be seen hanging out with you guys. No offense.
I understand completely.
Okay. Let's go.
and he starts leading you through the streets, which are super dimly lit. It's so hard to see down here for you guys that don't have dark vision. There's just shadows everywhere, but you can see people moving about as if this is just normal everyday life for them. You can see all manner different kinds of peoples you would never see walking up in the surface. Like you can see like a 10-foot tall ogre with a round belly and rings and baubles jingling off them as they walk. You can see gnolls and even gnoll children like playing in the street. You can see harpies sitting at street corners smoking cigarettes and watching you guys as you walk down. You can see a human squaring up with a bugbear, and them like starting a brawl, like just out in the street. But eventually, you guys are led to this large building that seems better lit than most. And in large goblin text, there's a sign that reads Shamukar at the top of it. And it seems to be some kind of bar or restaurant. It seems pretty crowded, actually. Much more crowded than any other place you've seen in the city. And you can hear the sounds of drums coming from inside and shouts and laughter emanating from in there.
Yeah, this is the place. So, can I just stay out here?
Where exactly were you supposed to deliver the bag of coin?
I was supposed to meet with them inside.
And how late are you?
Not really. I think they should still be in there.
And I like pull out a little bag and fill it with rocks and kind of dangle it at Mystic. Or hold on, what was your name?
Who?
Mitra. Sorry. Here, look at the other two people with me. What's your name? What was it? Ari Seb. What's your
Yep.
character? Seb.
Ari.
We could just have him do the delivery and see who he's taking it to.
Wait, me? No, I don't want to go in there.
That won't be necessary. Just. You said it was a young goblin and a young hobgoblin that hired you, yes?
Yeah.
Just the two?
Yeah. They came to me. I was just hanging out.
Yes. I understand. Did they have any distinguishing features?
The goblin was wearing these weird-looking goggles.
We got names for these guys.
Well, they didn't exactly give me their names, so yeah, I didn't ask.
Any distinguishing features on them?
I just told you.
Goggles.
Ari, why don't you go in and have a look?
Very well. So, currently disguised as a hobgoblin follower of the Traveler, with my little crossroads symbol, I will confidently step inside looking for this goggle-wearing individual.
Okay, so as you walk inside, your nose is immediately greeted by an overwhelming scent of blood. Like that irony smell. It just pervades the whole atmosphere of this place. And inside you can see that there is a large chamber with many tables. Some of them booths on the side, some of them round and out in the center. There's also a counter, a long countertop that's stained with blood. You can see behind it there appears to be some goblin chefs who are cutting up meat. And you see a fresh, like, flank of a cow just, like, hanging down from the ceiling, still, like, dripping blood behind the counter. This place is
Restaurant.
packed. This place is packed. Like, almost every table is taken.
Start looking around. Do I see any goblins / hobgoblins wearing those goggles?
Okay, you see a lot of goblins and hobgoblins, so roll me a perception check.
All right, first roll of the night. Ooh, not bad. 21 total.
Alright, so you start peering from table to table. People are looking back at you, like, somewhat suspiciously, but most of them seem too preoccupied with their business. It does definitely seem like people are noticing you just walking around and looking at people. But you do spot in a very back corner of the restaurant, there's like a booth, and sitting at that booth is that goblin who you assume must be the one because they're wearing these goggles with like bright yellow lenses that sort of flicker in the light, as well as a hood and a bandana covering the bottom of their face. But from their size, you know they must be a goblin, even though you can't see any of their features. But sitting with them is a hobgoblin, male, hair tied back in a bun, who seems a little diminutive in his stature. He's kind of scrawny. He's just wearing like regular commoner's clothes, and he looks to be like wringing his hands together nervously. And you see sitting across from both of them is this large and imposing minotaur who has silver fur and these like patterns etched into his fur, and he is just staring down the goblin and the hobgoblins, and with his arms crossed, not saying anything, it seems like.
Huh. Okay. I'm gonna approach.
You're gonna approach their table?
Like, well, no, I think I actually, I'm gonna chicken out. I'm a little nervous of speaking to them just by myself. I don't want to get eaten by this minotaur. I'm gonna just, I think I've been kind of, as I've been moving around, sort of muttering, under my breath in Goblin, traveler brings you good travels. Traveler brings you good travels. The people, and just trying to like make it like as that's why I entered here, and then make my way out.
Okay.
And do I see my friend still there?
I assume so.
All right. Okay. Well, good news and bad news. Good news, I see our goblin with the goggles, and the young hobgoblins with him too. Bad news, they seem to have some muscle. A pretty scary looking minotaur.
This is a concern. I suppose he's not a teenager too, is he?
Was I able to tell if he was a teenager? Or did he look more grizzled?
Bro looks like he was like battle scarred and shit. He looked like tough company.
Veteran. Yeah. I don't think so. He seemed to be older. Perhaps a war veteran? Or at least a veteran of Dusk.
It is unfortunate that they've gotten themselves involved in such. How tall is a kobold?
About 3 feet.
How tall is Ari? As I look at the exact text of Disguise Self.
Oh no, I'm a little too tall. I'm
I'm
5'8" normally.
Okay, yeah, I am 100% certain that, like, you can't change your size class. Like, he's a whole size
Oh
class
yeah,
lower
absolutely.
than you
You
guys.
definitely cannot do that.
Yeah, I
But
can see him up to a foot shorter. So I'm at best gonna get down to the 4 feet area,
Yeah, that's
but
probably a little too obvious.
still a little too tall now. I'm thinking maybe. Well,
They'll
I-
come out eventually, wondering where their kobold friend is. The question is if the two of them will come out together. Certainly, we don't want to start anything inside the bar.
I would have been trying to investigate the building and like the entrances and exits of it, if possible.
Well,
While he was inside.
there's only one forward exit. This whole place is carved literally into the stone. It's not like a separate
Okay.
structure. If there is another exit, then it's not accessible to you right now. You'd have to go through it. So what are you guys doing? Are you just gonna wait around?
Oh, wait. For at least a little while.
yeah, I mean, they did seem a little impatient. They definitely seemed to be waiting for this kobold.
Okay.
Yeah, so Mitra's expecting somebody will step out, look panically back and forth, in desperate hope that a kobold is running up, and then it's obviously not going to happen.
All right.
And you can grab them when they're outside.
So you guys sort of stake out Shemukar from the outside then.
Yes.
Alright. So the more you guys sort of stand outside watching the place, the more you can feel that people are taking notice of you. You see like a band of gnolls like walking through the streets with like scimitars at their side. And they all eye you guys, sort of like
Can
whisper
we-
amongst themselves.
Can we find a shadowy corner in an alley?
There are no alleyways. There's multiple tunnels in this place. But there's only the main thoroughfare in front of Shamukar.
Well, that's still less obvious than going into the bar. So, if there's nowhere to hide.
I mean, what? We could have a drink. Wouldn't be that bad.
I think we would stand out quite a bit, and it's one thing to, as we saw, people will start to fight in the alley, in the streets, without it being an incident for anyone else, but you walk into a hobgoblin bar and pick a fight with a hobgoblin, well,
You guys don't know anything about this place, do you?
No, enlighten us.
Shamukar. Well, that's where the money changes hands. You see, that's the safe space down here in Kyber's Gate. Just about the only place you're gonna find where people aren't gonna draw swords on each other. It's kind of like neutral ground, you know. It's where people tend to do their business Out here, I mean, anybody could just come along and try to slit our throats.
We can defend ourselves, rest assured. That's all the
Okay.
more reason we can't go inside and start making demands of somebody.
Yeah. I'd rather be out here than in there, but if it's all the same, I'm getting a little anxious. Either way, just standing out here.
I mean, I don't think he's much used to us anymore, but if we just let him go now, he's for sure gonna just squeal, right?
Why don't you stay with us for just a little bit longer? And Mitra will pay him the first half and give him 5 gold.
Alright. Yeah, whatever you say. Whatever you say. So you guys are gonna continue waiting outside?
Yep.
Alright.
How much are people from the outside paying attention to us?
And I mean, we could like huddle in a little corner, you know what I mean, and look like we're just talking or trading or something, right?
As you guys wait like an hour or so outside, you notice, some people starting to put up like basically starting to set up shop outside of Shemukar. Like they just roll up with like a carpet and a cart full of crap, and they'll just like unfurl it all, just lay it on the ground, and sort of sit there, start trying to like haggle with people. Some of them seem to like try to get your attention, like, "Hey, bits for sale, bits for sale." But you also notice that there are some patrols going through the street, especially around the front Kamukar. Most of them are gnolls, but you also spot like an ogre like walking amongst them, and as well as other monsters and creatures. These patrols are regular enough that you get the sense that this place is being actively watched over. These guys are the law down here. This is the equivalent of their watch. But they don't give you any trouble. But yeah, as you guys continue to wait, a couple hours pass. No sign of the three. When suddenly the Minotaur busts out the front door, and that Hobgoblin and Goblin follow up behind him. The Hobgoblin seems a bit sheepish, seems to be like pleading with the Minotaur as he exits, but then the Minotaur just like grabs him by the nape of his neck and forces him out and starts walking him down the street.
It looks like we're going to have to intervene, take the Minotaur by surprise, and then, well, the Hardbot will be making sure the Hobgoblin and the Goblin don't run off while we're dealing with him.
I mean, we could just follow him and see, how far the rabbit hole goes.
Yes, but I'd like to intercept them before they go to some Dask safe house.
Agreed. Rather not step foot in there.
The Hobgoblin's like sort of like hiding behind you, Mitra.
Are they gone yet?
Yes, well, we're going after them. You can be on your way. And she'll slip him another 5 gold, as promised.
Yeah, it's your funeral. That's Dinok, by the way, that Minotaur. He'll fuck your shit up.
Oh, he's Dask, isn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Well, thank you for the warning. We'll take it from here.
I'm getting out of this shithole city. Bye.
And he just like
Sovereign
runs
smile
down
here.
He just runs down the street full sprint. So are you guys gonna pursue the trio?
Yep. We'll look
Yes.
for a good opportunity to ambush them without getting jumped by a no patrol in the process.
All right. I will be right back. 2 seconds.
Oh,
Sorry.
Jax, what kind of spells do you carry?
Got a few things. I could, maybe listen to a person's thoughts, make sure they don't move.
Okay. Useful. I can charm and I can command. And I
Fixed
can
one.
also make us pretty stealthy.
And we're gonna need that. You could command the two goblinoids to stay. At least for a turn.
Yeah. And I also got a sling so I can slow people down too. So we're cooking.
I mean,
You definitely can take the Minotaur, just have to make sure the other two don't run away.
Yeah.
I could maybe distract the Minotaur long enough for you to get the goblinoids out of here.
I don't think he's going to be easily waylaid.
I got a little trick. May work. I could switch places with me and him, I'm pretty sure. Oh no, never mind. Wrong spell. Oh no, this is it. Target must succeed on a constitution, or the target is teleported to an unoccupied space of your choice you can see within range. Must be on a surface or in a liquid. Vortex warp. He's
Ooh.
probably hardy. He's probably strong, but it could be worth a shot.
Or at the very least, if one of them tries to run away, you can grab them with that.
Yeah. I'm not very good at wrestling, though. I know that.
Yeah.
Maybe a little easier if I'm wrestling the goblin. So I guess at this point we're like tailing these guys, right? Or are we?
Yeah.
Yep.
Alright, I'm back.
Opportunity to strike.
Alright, so you guys are following them through the narrow tunnels of the cogs. Who's going to be leading the pack, so to speak?
Mitra.
Okay, then you can roll me a stealth check to avoid alerting them.
Can I give her Blessing of the Trickster?
Sure.
Alright, you got advantage.
Nice. Woohoo.
Alright. So you make yourself look as inconspicuous as possible, with the rest of the gang sort of following you from a distance as you keep on the heels of the trio as they wind their way through these tunnels. Occasionally, you see the Minotaur like look behind him, but you're able to just quickly enough duck into a doorway where they don't see you following them. The tunnels down here are a labyrinth. Sometimes there will be like stairs that go downwards, and then walkways overhead. Occasionally there will be like an intersection with like 8 different tunnels intersecting all in one place. And, you know, if you weren't following them, it would be almost impossible to not get lost down here.
Perfect. Then hopefully they'll be alone some point very soon.
Right. As you're going through these central tunnels, there are passers-by. Occasionally you spot one of those patrols walking through. But you also notice lots of people making their homes in the walls of this area, like just open doorways, not even a door. You can just see directly into their homes. Just like these modest furnishings carved directly into the wood, rounded, seemingly like carved by hand. This place looks ancient, by the way. It doesn't even look like there's been any brickwork laid out. It's just all carved by hand, seemingly. But yeah, eventually they pass into this narrow passageway that's long and doesn't have anyone watching. And you think this is probably your best opportunity to get the jump on them without them noticing you.
Mitra starts running for the Minotaur.
The alleyway is only 10 feet long. I assume you're going to wait for everyone else to catch up with you before you go in?
Yeah, I'm assuming they're close behind me.
Okay.
Yeah, I figured we were just trailing
Yep.
right behind them.
So, what's your plan?
Knock out the Minotaur as quickly as possible.
Okay. So you're going to have Mitra act first, and then Ari and Jax are going to go after?
Yep.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
So, in that case, let me change the music.
Nice.
Dun 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 dun.
Alright. So you start sprinting up behind the Minotaur swiftly. You just gonna go for an attack right off the bat?
Yep. So as she's making this movement plus action, she's attacking out of stealth, right?
Right. You have the jump on them. They are surprised.
And
You have advantage on your first attack.
she will punch at advantage.
Where is the initiative tracker? Oh, there it is. By the way, for future reference, the way I handle surprise is I just make it so that any creatures that are surprised have their initiative automatically set to 0.
Oh.
Which, you guys can order your turns in any which way you want at this point, since you have full control over the situation. Alright, so how's your attack? 25? That definitely hits.
Sure hope so. And then she will flurry of blows to attack 2 more times.
All right, so we got 20 that hits. Third attack.
Second attack was a 1.
Oh, I didn't see that. Okay, so you got 2 attacks in, 7 damage, then 8 damage.
And
Were you
she
gonna?
was- do I want to do something else? No, I don't. That'll be it.
Okay,
And
so
she-
that's
uh,
14 damage total.
yes. And she will glance to the 2 unfortunate teenagers. If you 2 want to live, do as I say, and we can help you.
So you rush up behind the Minotaur and just deliver a devastating kick to the side of his head out of nowhere. But you can see that he doesn't even react for a second, but then slowly turns his head down and looks at you. And he doesn't say anything. He just exhales. And you can see him start raising his fists, and you can see these brass knuckles slip around his fingers as he looks down at you. The other 2 look shocked for a moment, but you can see that the goblin is reaching for a hand crossbow they had tucked at their side, and the hobgoblin is fumbling around for a sword at their hip.
Don't be a fool, boy.
Ari,
She will. Mitra will beckon to the Minotaur to bring it.
alright, so Ari or Jax, who do you want to go first?
You can go first, Jax.
Okay. My turn will be very simple. I will move up to where I'm within a decent, range of everybody, right? Kind of in the rough of things, and I will cast Bless.
Okay, so are you getting...
Start to
How close are
say
you
a
getting to
prayer.
them, exactly?
I guess I need to be within 30 feet of both of Mitra and Seb.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that without getting too close to the Minotaur or the Goblin. This alleyway, by the way, is very narrow. It's only like 10 feet wide. But yes, you channel your powers.
Start to
and
say like a prayer to, I guess, Kyber or something. As I cast a bless on everybody, and then I have bonus action. I don't think. Let's see. Yeah. That would be my turn.
Okay. So, you cast Bless. Next up, Ari. What are you gonna do?
All right.
You're.
So
We'll
I'm gonna
say
do
you're.
2 things.
We'll say you're like 15 feet away.
Okay. So I'm going to first invoke duplicity with my bonus action to create a second hobgoblin
Got it.
who appears next to the Minotaur. And he's going to gruffly say to the young goblin and hobgoblin in Goblin, "Hey, you 2 whippersnappers better stop it right now, or you're going to end up like your poor old friend here." And I'm going to cast Command Halt on both of them with a level 2 spell.
How are you able to cast command with 2 targets?
Upcast it to level 2.
Oh, okay. I forgot that you could do that with command. All right, so you're telling them to halt. Let me see. What's the save on that?
DC 13 Wisdom.
Wisdom. Got it. All right, so the hobgoblin succeeds, but the goblin fails. So their speed is 0, we'll say, and they're not going to take an action on their next turn. As they, by the way, I assume you popped it up behind them, because otherwise there's nowhere for you to put it next to them, because, like, Mitra is, like, already, like, clustered up with all 3 of them.
Yeah, I guess it would be on the other side of Mitra. Or the other side of the hobgoblin. So, like, whichever side Mitra's on, my illusion's on the other side.
Yeah, okay, so you're surrounding them now. And yeah, they definitely look taken aback by the hobgoblin that just suddenly appeared behind them. But we're gonna go to the Minotaur next, who has his focus zoned in solely on Mitra. And he's going to come at you with his fists bared. He's going to make 2 attacks. 22 and a 15.
A 22 will hit.
Alright, so you duck under the first hit with his left hand, but then the right hand immediately makes contact with your gut. You'd take 7 bludgeoning.
Nitra will use her reaction to deflect attack.
Nice.
You can do that with regular attacks?
Yeah,
Yep.
any attack with bludgeoning, piercing, slashing.
Yeah,
Wow.
new monk is great.
And
That's
she
crazy.
will take 0 damage as she bats away his fist with her kung fu.
You can
And
see
then
Go
she
ahead.
will spend a focus point to redirect that attack at him. And he must make a DC 13 dex save.
Let's see here. He fails.
Oh my god.
Holy crap.
He takes 15 damage.
Dang! What? How?
2d6 plus 4, that's nuts.
That's actually insane. How is it so much
Re-
damage?
God
What?
bless.
She redirects his momentum and slams him into the wall.
Okay, so you literally, like, catch his fist, twist it around, you hear it pop, and then you elbow him against the wall, all in one motion. But this only seems to further enrage him as he bares his teeth at you. Alright. So that was the Minotaur's turn. Somehow you dealt more damage to him on his own turn than on yours.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. Next up is the Goblin. But they are currently under the effect of the command spell, and they're just not going to do anything at the moment. Well, actually, they don't have an action, but I do think that they would still have a bonus action, wouldn't they?
Well, what it does is it makes it so on their turn, since I said halt, they don't move and they take no action or bonus action.
Oh,
So
that's how it's
new
worded?
command has, yeah, the new command, like, they make it so you can't just say anything. You have to say one of 5 commands, and it specifies what they specifically do. So halt just makes them do nothing.
Oh, okay. So he does nothing. Then it's the Hobgoblin's turn, who's going to take out a club that they have at their side and swing it at the illusory Ari. Now, does the Does the illusion have like an AC or anything like that?
Well, okay. So
I think it would just like automatically hit it basically, but it's intangible, so it wouldn't do anything.
it's intangible and doesn't occupy space.
Okay, so he just swings the club through the illusion and immediately recognizes it's an illusion.
Yeah. Like even stepping up to it, you would probably recognize.
Alright, so that's their turn. Then it's back to Mitra.
Okay, well, punch him.
Don't forget you're blessed.
Yep. Does she need a D4 on a 17?
No.
She'll punch him one more time. This time she'll roll a D4. Does a 17.
17 again. Another hit.
Oh my god. For once, D&D Beyond's dice are doing good for me.
Incredible.
loud.
Incredible. So that's
She
your
is punching
regular.
non-lethal. Yep, 2
Okay.
10s. She is punching non-lethally, for the record.
Okay. So you can see that as you quickly jab into the side of this Minotaur with lightning fast precision, he's starting to get really angry now.
That'll be it.
So that is your turn. Next up is Jax.
Well, I didn't grab a weapon.
How does your character not have a
So-
weapon?
I think I took gold instead of starting equipment.
Oh, I would have
Oh,
let
you
you buy. I would have let you buy your equipment if you wanted to.
Well, I bought a dagger.
Okay, we'll
He's
just
not
say
much
you
of
got.
a fighter anyway, so
Yeah, we'll just say you got a dagger. That's good
Yeah.
enough.
Yeah, that's fine with me. I see Mitra just kind of putting it to this Minotaur, and he directs his focus elsewhere to the Hobgoblin and the Goblin, and I guess I just kind of want to convince them that we are a safer alternative than this Minotaur. So just be like, look guys, we're gonna get you out of here and we're gonna do a lot less worse to you than these guys are. And kind of try to roll persuasion.
I believe that they've made this an action now. Specifically, it's a specific kind of action.
Yeah. Influence, I think it's called.
Yeah, influence. So, are you sure you want to do that? Because it will be your whole.
Yeah,
action.
yeah, I'm not gonna attack or anything. I'm just concentrating on bless, making sure that Mitra hits their attacks.
Okay.
And that the other guy can hit his attacks and kind of trying to play a diplomatic role here.
So in that case, you can choose
Yeah,
either.
influence. Yeah,
you can
cool.
choose
Okay.
either to do persuasion or intimidation. Your choice.
I have the same in both, so just roll persuasion. Oh, there's like whole like willing, unwilling, hesitant. That's cool. I never switched to. Gosh, I'm the worst. Hey. Did it pop up for you guys yet?
21.
Yeah.
Dang.
Oh, nice.
Wait a second. Hold on. Are you talking to them in common?
Yeah, I don't know Goblin or Hobgoblin.
Ah. In that case, I'm gonna say it's with disadvantage.
Okay,
Oof.
that's fine. Give me 1 second. I'm pulling up this. Blah, 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 my characters. Jackson. Yeah, because it works way better over here. We will roll again. 15. Oh, but I'm blessed, right? Or does this count as
Yeah. Bless affects you as well.
a? So 15 plus a D4. 18.
18. Okay. So with an 18, you can see that the hobgoblin looks at you and like starts to slowly put away their club. It just kind of backs off a little bit from the fight that's happening. The goblin flashes you a look. You can't see their face, but you can see them beginning to point their crossbow at you.
I do have dark sight, if that matters at all. I know it's dark down here.
It's
Dark
not.
vision.
It's not super dark.
Okay.
But yeah, Ari, that would leave it to your go.
All right. How hurt is this hobgoblin looking?
He literally hasn't been touched.
Sorry, not hobgoblin. I meant minotaur.
Oh, he's looking bloodied.
Okay.
Bloodied and
I think
battered.
I'll help out here, and I will toss my dagger, and it will be with advantage because I got my illusory double next to him.
Okay.
And I know I also got a bless. So first roll, oh, that was terrible. Just a 13. And then second roll, all right, that's a 19, which guess I don't need the bless.
Yeah, 19 already hits.
All right. So that'll deal 1d4 plus sneak attack.
Oh, that's right. You're a
Oh.
rogue. Forgot you were
All
a
right,
rogue.
Yeah, I know. And that is, wow, that is max damage, 12 total.
God, you guys are crazy.
See, I don't need to attack anybody.
Okay, yeah. He's looking
Just have
pretty
to make
fucked up.
sure
He's
others
got a
get
dagger
hurt.
like lodged in his shoulder now.
And then I'm gonna bonus action, move my illusory double a bit further along in the hallway, so like it's blocking off an exit to the other side of us. And I'm gonna have it say, "I'm serious. You whippersnappers better get off of this, or you're gonna be in a bad, bad place. Trust us. You wanna work with us."
Okay. So, that's Ari's turn. Next up is the Minotaur, who lets out a deep and ear-shattering bellow. And he is beginning to rage. He's coming at you, Mitra, with full force. He's gonna make 2 regular attacks and a bonus action attack, all of them with advantage.
Oof.
$16 on the first.
Nope.
$21 on the second.
Yep.
And natural 20 on the last.
That'll do it.
So, let's see here. You take... Take 10 on the first hit. And 11 on the second hit.
She will deflect attack the first hit. And roll. She'll block the first hit. And redirect that. He needs to make a DC 13 dex save.
Let's see here. He is not very dexterous, but he did pass this time.
And then he will not take any damage.
So how much did you take?
She took 11.
Okay. Next up is the goblin, who pulls out their crossbow and is going to shoot Jackson. Let's see here. Does a 14 hit you?
It does.
That's rather unfortunate.
What are you gonna do?
Okay.
Constitution save.
You're taking 12 piercing damage. And yes, you need him to roll a concentration saving throw. Because you get shot in the shoulder with a bolt.
So, I never thought of this, but I get my D4 on this, right?
No. Bless does not
Because
affect
it's a
saving throws.
throw?
I don't think it does.
It's attack rolls or saving
bless
throws.
it. Yeah, it's attacks and saves.
Yeah.
Oh, then you shouldn't have added to your persuasion earlier.
Oh God, yeah. My bad.
But I guess
You're
you're
right,
right.
it's not ability
I don't think it used to do that.
No,
think it
it
No,
used to
so
be
there's
ability
one that's
checks.
attacks. No, there's one that's attacks, ability checks, and saving throws, and it's the cleric ability. Oh, but yeah, this is always
guidance?
been attack. No,
But-
yeah, no, not guidance. There's a cleric class that has like its own little bless, and it does all three. And I'm used to playing that.
Oh, I think you're thinking of Peace Domain. I think
Yeah,
that
peace
is.
domain cleric. Yeah, I'm used to playing that.
But yes,
And
I
used
do.
that ability. My bad.
I do think, according to the wording of the spell, you would get to add it to your concentration saving throw.
Okay, so con. It's not high, so oh yeah, I fail. Even with
Alright.
the D4, I fail.
All right, so
Damn,
lose
that's
that's
concentration.
less.
tough, buddy.
And how much damage do I take?
You took 12.
12. As you see, Jax just get like almost impaled by this crossbow bolt.
Oh,
You
man.
you feel the blessings of Kyber leave you.
All hope is lost.
Oh no, it wouldn't matter. It wouldn't matter. Nope, it wouldn't matter. Even if I got a 4 on my D4, it'd put me at 8. I still wouldn't be able to get to 14 with a shield.
Okay, so next in initiative is the Hobgoblin, who seems to be slowly backing off, but still keeping an eye on the fight. It looks like he's ready to run at any moment, but he seems to be sticking around, at least for the moment. Looks like he's trying to see where the tide of battle is going. But he's not doing anything. So, next up is Mitra.
Shall punch. And then she
17.
will
and
drink
damage.
a healing potion. Drink that
Okay.
healing potion.
You notice as you kick him, he doesn't seem to react to it as much. He is now resistant to bludgeoning.
Rip. And that'll be it.
Alright. Jackson, it's your turn.
Alright. I'm hurt. And I don't think I have... Do I have, like, line of sight on this, Minotaur?
You do.
Okay. Then I will move back to as far as I can, I guess. How far am I from the Minotaur?
If you move back like all
I
your
can
full
I
30
can move
feet,
back 25 feet, yeah.
okay, then
How close am I now?
you'll be 40 feet away from them.
That's fine. And I will... Hmm. Do I hit the goblin who just maimed me, or do I keep to the plan at this point? We stay on the plan. I'll, chromatic orb at the Minotaur.
Okay.
And I guess I'll you... do I get to pick, or do I roll for it?
You get to pick. It's not Chaos Bolt.
Okay. We'll do, thunder damage.
Got it.
It's like a crackling thunder kind of echoes through the chamber. Maybe that sounds bad, actually. We'll just do fire. Just state of fire, you know. Here, let me cast. Boop-doo, it's a DC. Oh no, it's actually an attack roll. Okay, so 16 to hit.
16 hits.
Oh boy.
12 fire damage.
Ooh, yeah. So you just pop him right in the side of the head with this bolt of arcane energy, and his whole head just gets ensconced in flame, and he drops to his knees and falls to the ground. His head still, like, smoldering.
Love to see it.
The goblin looks down at this, and they still hold up their crossbow, but their hand is, like, shaking. And the hobgoblin looks like he's right about to book it.
And you can't action and then bonus action cast a spell, right?
Right.
If they're both
Correct.
first level or higher. As long as one of them is a
Yeah.
cantrip, you can.
Okay, I don't have any bonus action cantrip, so I will just stay where I am and keep an eye on everybody.
Okay, then it goes to Ari.
All right. So Minotaur is incapacitated.
He's
if
dead.
not dead.
Straight up
He's
dead.
dead. Okay.
There's no way he
Straight up
survived that.
dead. All right. We're gonna pay for that in the sin jar, I guess. Well, didn't mean to kill someone, but nonetheless, I'm going to step up to the goblin and, kind of towering over him, say, "Do not try and run." And I'm going to cast Thaumaturgy to give me advantage on this intimidation check.
Okay, I'll allow it. Yeah. Go ahead. Do this as an influence. Okay, 13.
On the first one. Let's see the second one. 16.
Okay, so looking up at you, their hand shaking, they just drop the crossbow when it goes clattering to the ground.
All right. Seeing that, I will use my bonus action to give Mitra a healing word.
Oh, she's fine now after that potion.
Oh, you drank a potion?
Yes.
I must have missed
half
that.
health.
Sorry. Oh, you're at half health? All right, then you will get 6
Yeah, give it
HP
to
back.
him.
That's why I chromatic orbed. I was like, I cannot take a second crossbow shot. I will
Yeah.
die. Resorting to
All right.
desperate measures.
Well, that's half of what you lost back.
That's,
You know.
yeah, that's great. That's much more comfortable at 16.
All right, that's my turn. Having intimidated and healed.
All
Just
right.
what a cleric wants.
So then it would go to the goblin's turn, but the goblin is just frozen. They're not moving. And the hobgoblin's turn, he's going to start running away.
Is he within 5 feet of Mitra?
No.
Okay.
He had already backed off like 10 feet before that. Yeah, he's going to just dash 60 feet away. So that would leave him 70 feet away from Mitra, as it's now Mitra's turn.
Mitra will move 40 feet, dash 40 feet as a bonus action in order to catch up to him.
Okay.
And she will try to grapple him.
Got it. So roll an unarmed strike.
Does a 13 hit him?
It actually does.
He needs to make a DC 14 dex save or strength.
He fails.
She will speak in Goblin. Listen to me, boy. I haven't come to hurt you, but we need to talk.
He looks at you with just like wide eyes as you like press him into the side of the wall. Okay, yeah, we can talk. We can talk.
Let's go back to your friend. Talk like civilized people.
With that, we are out of combat now. So, got the goblin and the hobgoblin both surrendered at this point.
Why don't we walk down a bit away from this unfortunate fellow?
Sure. Whatever you need, come on, let's go. Cash, come on. And the goblin, hearing their name, like turns and silently walks behind him as you lead him forwards. So you're gonna just try and find another secluded place?
Yes.
Alright. So you bring him down, just taking some random turns until you get to a this like hanging like walkway that's like suspended over a chasm. You don't see or hear anybody nearby. Okay. What do you want to talk about?
Leo, your friend.
The goblin and him look at each other for a second. What are you talking about? I don't know any Leo.
Please don't
Are
play
you
that
sure?
game with me.
I think you must truly know where they are. Now, we'll ask one more time. Where is Leo?
Okay. Don't do anything rash, okay? I don't want to get hurt. Pashka has Leo. If you want Leo, you're going to have to go through her, okay? I would really recommend not doing it.
And why does Pashka have Leo?
Well, she's holding on to him for now. He got wounded. And, well, Pashka took him in. I don't know what she's doing with him. Or if he's better.
Wounded how?
He got stabbed out of the riot. I think one of the Sharn Watch got him.
Who sent the ransom note to his grandmother?
He lets out a sigh. Yay, with the sighs. Me and Cash. It was our idea.
Was Leo in on it?
Yeah, he was the one who told us that his grandma is rich.
What did that Minotaur fellow want with you?
He was supposed to make sure that we gave a cut to Dash.
Who else knows about your plan?
I mean, Ashka knew. That's why she sent him.
I think you should consider now what has occurred. Your plan is dead. There will be no extortion of this family. But furthermore, your man is burnt. You might as well give back up Leo. He's little use as a soldier of Dask. And you can really hear the disdain in Ari's disguised voice for the organization.
Okay. Look, I don't care about the money anymore. But I do not want to crush Pashka. She can find the people, even in the above city.
Where is Leo now?
I immediately start scribbling in my book.
I told you, Pashka has him in her hideout.
Where is the hideout?
You're serious? You're really going to go there?
Where is the hideout?
I can't really give you detailed enough instructions. I'd have to just take you there.
Well, if that is the only way, then
I'm gonna raise an eyebrow at Jackson, given what he told me earlier. As if to say, you want to check this guy's mind out?
Before I did that, I guess I ripped the page out of my book and show it to we're talking to the goblin or the hobgoblin.
The hobgoblin?
Yeah, and it's a picture that I've drawn of him, and it looks. Could I maybe roll for it, or
Drawing of who?
a drawing of the hobgoblin that I've started doing since we started doing this?
You're
I
just
started
sketching his
scribbling
face?
in my book. Yeah, I mean I'm a scribe's wizard, and I'm a scribe on like top of that as a profession. Drawing is kind of like writing and drawing is what I'm good at.
So, okay. Yeah, sure.
I guess like a calligrapher's role, right, or something like that. What would it be?
No, I don't think a roll is really necessary. I mean, you can make an adequate enough drawing of him that looks like him.
And I guess use it to maybe blackmail him. Like, if you try anything funny, I'll be handing this over to Dask to let him know who sold him out. I'll make sure to keep this in my pocket so that if I'm captured, they'll know exactly how I got there. So don't do anything funny.
Who the fuck are you guys? Who sent you? Are you Sharn Watch?
Private Inquisitives. We're here for Leo, so we need to know where he is.
So could it get like a, I don't know, like an intimidation advantage maybe or something like that?
He's already intimidated. You don't even need to roll.
Okay. Fold the piece of paper up and put it in my breast pocket.
Look, I can take you later. But are you really sure about this?
Yes, we need to speak to Leo.
Oh, Jesus. Okay. Come on, Cash. I guess we're going to pay Pashka a visit. The goblin just doesn't say anything and shakes their head. Sort of disapprovingly. Come on.
We got no other choice at this point. What the hell else are we going to do? They just remain silent. And, the hobgoblin begins to lead you guys deeper into Kyber's Gate. You cross through...
And then
Oh, wait. What did you want?
I
What were you
guess
saying?
on the way there, it only lasts for, let's see. It only lasts for up to a minute. I guess on the way there, I want to try to detect their thoughts and see what if they're gonna try to plan anything.
You're
Just
using
kind of
detect
probing
bots.
surface thoughts.
Okay. Well, the hobgoblin, you get a strong sense of fear off of him. He's currently, his surface thoughts are praying to the Dark Six that he doesn't get killed, and that his family can see him again. The goblin, you get a different sort of vibe off. They're not scared, but they're more angry. You get a strong sense of anger from them. Almost like a seething hatred for both you and their hobgoblin companion at this point. The only word you get across from them is traitor.
Like a message Mitra, point my finger at him and be like, and I guess say, the goblin's gonna give us trouble. We could probably do without him.
She will nod subtly to him. And then I lean over to the hobgoblin. Just show us to the street first. We're not going to barge our way in with you, rest assured.
Just up this way. You guys find yourselves at another crossroads, but at the end of one of the tunnels, there's this sort of narrow passageway that has like this super high vaulted ceiling with engravings all along the sides of it. And standing down that passageway, guarding a door, seemingly, is a harpy who's wearing leather armor and sort of crouched down on the ground, looking seemingly a sentry of some kind. They haven't noticed you yet.
Alright. Pull everybody aside. Make sure she doesn't notice us and go down an alley or something. Tell me about Pashka. What is her angle?
I mean, after Leo got taken in by her, we were told that we needed to, if we were going to get serious about joining Dask, we were going to have to let them in on the ransom scheme we were pulling. And then they sent that the Minotaur, and he told us that Pashka wanted her gold, and that he would be facilitating the exchange.
And how serious is young Leo about joining the Dask?
He was right there with us at the riots in Ashblack. He seemed... He really believed in them. He's been talking about joining us for a while now.
How many are likely inside there?
I don't know. Pashka doesn't like to keep much company, but she does have a number of guards. Hopefully, if you're lucky, maybe it's only the few sentries she's got, and not her other lieutenant, like the one you just killed.
Hmm.
Well, let's keep that between us.
Certainly.
I just want to get
Well-
out of here, okay? I'm not coming back into Kyber's Gate. I'm done with Dask. After this, I'm out.
Good.
And we'll let you go, rest assured.
What do you need me for?
Information for the next few moments as we consider our approach. We won't ask you to go in, worry not. Yeah, sure, we'll look to Ari and Jackson.
Do you think if Pashka thought Leo was unsuited, she would let him go? Saying this to the hobgoblin.
Oh, I thought you were talking out of character. I don't know, man. I haven't even really joined Dask yet. I don't know how they operate. I assume that they'll like kill traitors or whatever.
Is there anything that Ari knows from her underground connections about how Pashka operates?
Well, we already rolled this before. You don't even know who Pashka is.
You're right.
You've never heard of her.
I'm a fool. I know nothing. I just write stories. Do you think
I mean,
she'd kill I guess, Droamites on sight?
If anybody starts walking up, that's clearly not Dask, then yeah, maybe.
Certainly they won't let us in without a good reason, even if we drop Pashka's name. We could tell them that we're here to negotiate for Leo, but it is a gamble.
And in truth, are we even able to offer much other than explaining why he's unsuited to join Dask?
We can't offer them 300 gold, but actually, what was Dask's cut on your ransom?
They were going to take 200.
Of course they were. Well, we can't offer 200, but we can offer a fee for his freedom.
I mean, I have some gold.
As do I.
And I am a silly little brokeling.
Yeah.
The lady gave you guys 100 to start with, didn't she?
She gave the office 100, and we're not going to tell Pashka that Leo's grandmother is rich. They were mistaken about that. Therefore,
Okay.
there's only so much coin that can be offered for Leo.
I have about 60.
Well, then I'll contribute another 60.
120, that's almost there.
It's not a bad fee for little work from her.
And the price of getting rid of a bad apple? Priceless. So I
Do we
think we're
have,
given a good offer.
anything, any literature on Dask at all? Would we know anything like how this organization works or who would be above them? Like what does Mishka report to?
Pashka.
Pashka.
Not likely.
Yeah.
I could forge anything, I just need the information.
I don't think the Dask are the type to rely on paperwork. But,
Is there a password? As he looks at the hobgoblin.
No, I think they just know there are people. If you know the right people, then they'll let you in.
we're going to have to bribe the sentry to give word to Pashka that we want to talk.
We could send a letter.
Or we could go up, talk to her.
Yeah. Who knows?
Assuming we can get in, yeah.
Maybe they want to be blessed by the traveler.
So,
It's always worth a shot.
yes, now. Mitra will look to the two goblinoids. If anyone tries to interfere in this, someone is going to lose their life. And I prefer it to not be you two. Whatever you do next, whatever you do tomorrow, that is your choice. The sovereigns bless us with free will. But for today, it's in your best interest to stay away. She looks pointedly to the goblin kid.
Yeah, absolutely, absolutely. You just hear the goblin mutter under their breath in goblin.
This is no place for you to die, boy. You understand me?
You see, when they look up at you, they say, Umat God, which is a phrase I don't think your character would have heard. It's a compound of two goblin words. Umet meaning above, and Ga meaning baby. Essentially calling you baby from above.
She will gesture for them to go and watch to make sure that the goblin doesn't go running for the hideout.
They both cautiously walk away from you, and then the hobgoblin just runs off in a full sprint out into the cogs.
Alright, let's make our approach.
Oh shit. Sorry, I was muted. Could I do something or hand the goblin something before he leaves?
What?
I use a cantrip, encode thoughts. Pull out a memory from my head. I put my hand to my head and hand him a thought strand. And when he grabs it, it just shows him my memory of his face.
Nice.
They mutter something in Goblin that you don't understand, but Ari and Mitra, you hear the Goblin say, "And I remember yours."
Don't be making threats you can't keep.
Enough. Let's all be on our way.
It was between his face or the Minotaurs. I probably should have used the Minotaurs.
Yeah, nice memory of a roasting minotaur. But yeah, if we are ready, Mitra will walk right up to that sentry.
Close behind.
My new favorite pet spell. I finally got to use it in Code Thoughts. I love
Yeah.
this thing.
Very flavorful.
It's great. It's a cantrip. It's wonderful. It works with other spells, which makes it even cooler. You can do it with detect thoughts and stuff too, and pull memories out of other people's heads.
Alright, so you see this harpy stand up and sort of unfurl her wings as you guys approach to sort of take up the passageway. Their face sort of seems twisted into a scowl as the loose cigarette hangs in their lips. Their long hair going down to their waist. They look at you, Mitra, and say in Goblin, "Who are you?"
Friend, we have a business proposition for Pashka. Would you kindly inform her?
You didn't answer my question. I said, who are you? Where you from? Where your family from?
My name is Mitra Wen, of Metro.
I need to ask the DM something.
Sure.
How do I think they'd react from me showing my signet ring?
Showing yourself as a member of House Civis?
Yeah.
Well, you know that the gangs are, in general, not very friendly with the Dragonmarked houses. Especially Dask, who would care the least about that.
Okay. I didn't want to do it not knowing what I would do, so. But I just know that they're civis, you know what I mean? It's like bureaucrats in like diplomacy and messages and like, you know what I mean? All the way down to
Yeah.
like couriers and stuff, so it could
The
show that
wrong
it's
kind of
from a
gang.
high. Yeah.
So
Yeah,
they,
different gang.
after saying who you are, Mitra, and they say,
And what business you got?
She will offer 5 gold to the sentry. A business proposition for Pashka that will make her a swift profit. If you would kindly inform her.
they quickly slap the gold out of your hand.
You come to me trying to bribe me with gold? How about this?
And they like flick out a dagger at you.
How about you get the fuck out of here?
I must talk to Pashka. I told you it will make gold for her. Do you want to facilitate this or not?
I don't know your face. Your gold don't mean shit to me.
And the only way you're gonna know our face is if we get to know each other. We're travelers. All we want to do is provide a very lucrative business proposition, knowing that there won't be as much money coming in today as expected.
Bring Miss Umet Ga before me and expect me to just let you talk to whoever you want to fucking talk to. I don't know you. I don't know where you're from. And I'm have half a mind to have you all killed on the spot. Or even saying Pashka's name.
And then she won't make any coin today.
That we can guarantee.
You gotta make a persuasion check with disadvantage.
Gotta give them the help action.
I mean, Mitra and Ari are working together on this.
Eh, eh.
You can say no, it's fine.
Yeah.
I was gonna try to do it anyway before, so it just kind of evens stuff out.
We do have inspiration / you have a bunch of luck points, so
No, I got
should
one
be
luck
good.
point. So
Oh, well, we do have inspiration though.
yes, I do have one inspiration point. Did we lose Casey?
We might have
I'm
lost
here.
Casey.
Did you roll?
Oh, okay.
No. Okay, let's go.
Big money.
Yeah, I will use the inspiration point to reroll.
Did you say whether the help action was, or
I figured not.
Yeah. I think the help action got us to a roll in the first place. Oh, big money.
You rolled perception.
Oh, whoops.
You can roll it again if you want.
All right, 9.
She narrows her large, bloodshot eyes at you and says, "You leave now while I feel generous."
All right, meet your punches, sir.
oh god,
Oh man. I was gonna try and charm her. It's not necessary. Oh god.
All right, roll that attack roll.
reaction. I'm gonna reaction. Opportunity block.
That's unfortunate.
Oh, you only rolled an 8 for the unarmed strike?
Yes. That did not
Not
work.
only an 8.
All right, so
It's a perfect
roll. Okay, wait. Mitra will get to roll initiative, but I think everybody else in this situation is surprised.
Yeah.
Jax and Ari, what are y'all's dexterity scores?
14.
8. I have a 14 as well.
Mitra
Okay.
uses her uncanny metabolism to regain her focus points and to roll. She only needs 1 health point, but she still gets this. Got way more health than she needed.
Well, I wasn't expecting to have to use this again, but I'm bringing back the combat music. All right. So.
If it counts for anything, the combat music was great, and I like it.
Yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Same. I've been a big fan of it.
Yeah. I was like, oh, this matches.
Okay, so your attack missed. Did you roll for initiative?
Yes.
Oh, yeah, 16. Got it. Okay, so it's still your turn. You've just used your action to punch at them. They quickly dart their head out of the way so fast that, it's like how bird heads move. They're like
She will
ultra
use
quick.
her bonus action to punch again.
Okay.
14.
Oh, wait, there's lyrics in the song? Skip that.
The Cowboy Bebop soundtrack.
All right, so
All about
14 on
music.
the second.
Yes.
14 does hit.
And that'll be it.
All right. Next up is Jackson. Wait,
All
sorry.
right.
Did Jackson? What was Jackson's dexterity
We
again?
both
You were
had the
14.
same deck for.
Oh, okay.
14.
You can choose then which one of you goes first.
You go first, Jackson.
We'll go at the same time, and you throw me at him like the Hulk. No.
Fastball special.
Yeah, fastball special. No, I guess I see him throw a punch. I'm like, oh fuck, here we go. I want to try to get away from the thing a little bit, but not further than 60 feet. And I'll just cast a cantrip, Mind Sliver. Makes a
Okay.
DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
Okay. Failure.
It takes 4 damage and it's psychic. Subtract 1d4 from its next saving throw it makes before the end of my next turn.
Okay. Got it.
So,
So is
I
that your
drive a
turn?
disorienting spike of energy into the mind of the harpy, and back up and kind of just assess the what else going on. Now, can I look around and like, is there anybody else around us?
No. Behind you, you don't see anybody.
And then what am I? Are we like in like a? What's the area we're in? Like, you know what I mean? Is it like a wide
You're
open
in
spot? Are
a
we in like a
you're in a
tunnel?
15-foot wide corridor.
Okay.
I thought I told it to loop. Wait, what? The heck? Sorry, the playlist messed up. I don't know why I did that. Alright. So the
Yeah.
next up is Ari.
All right. I'm going to command this guy to drop. So he drops whatever he's holding and ends his turn. He's got to
They're-
make a DC 13 wisdom save.
They're only holding a dagger.
Yeah.
I could use a second dagger.
What's the save?
Does he fail? DC 13 wisdom.
Wisdom. They succeed.
Shoot.
Minus a d4 from it.
Correct. Roll the d4.
Will that make a difference?
And
Roll
roll
it.
it.
Four?
I get to roll it?
Or wait. Did you already roll it? No.
No, I haven't rolled it yet. That's the -2.
What was the DC?
13.
No.
Damn.
Worth a shot.
Worth the shot. All right, I guess I'm just going to then summon my Invoke Duplicity with my second channel Divinity, and get up close and be like, listen, we could have done this the easy way. Now you're gonna have to die.
It's now her turn, and she throws her head back all the way and opens her mouth extremely wide and lets out an ear-piercing shriek that you can hear echoing through the halls all around you. Each of you make a wisdom saving throw.
Is this magic?
No.
Okay. Alright. Dirty 20.
22.
Uh, 20. Oh, Mitra got a 10?
Yes.
Alright, so Mitra, you're not able to like plug your ears in time, and you take a D4 psychic or a thunder damage, sorry. Just from the noise alone. take 2 thunder damage, and the rest of you like have to like clutch your ears. And a few moments after she lets out this shriek, she flaps her wings and attempts to fly directly upward.
Mitra will use her opportunity attack.
Go ahead.
As will I, if that would give her advantage on the grapple.
That wouldn't give her advantage on the grapple. You'd have to roll separately.
Yes.
Okay.
There's a 13 hit.
A
Alright, my 5 definitely
13,
misses.
13 does hit, so they get to roll dex.
Yep, she will definitely try to grapple. They need to make a DC 14.
Okay, so they rolled a nat 1. So
Nice.
they're about to like fly up when you just grab them by the neck and just hold them there as they're struggling against your grip. But behind her, over her shoulder, you can see the doorway fly open and some gnolls walk into the corridor, alerted by the sound.
Oh,
How many gnolls?
You count 3.
Oh, jeez.
We are here.
We're level 5, right?
business.
You're 4.
We're here for business. May we speak to Pashka or not? As she's restraining the harpy.
You're not speaking to anyone except with a slit throat.
She uses her free hand and gives the gnoll the bring it gesture.
Alright, so let me roll their initiative actually. Okay. And okay. So one of them rolled higher than Mitra. So they're going to be taking their turn first. They're going to charge down the hallway at you. Their fangs bared. Pull out a scimitar and slash at you, Mitra. They rolled an 18 to hit you.
Try. That will hit.
You take 3 slashing damage as he grazes you.
She will deflect that.
Alright.
Where's my button? Yep, she'll block that and she will redirect it. Needs to make a DC 13 dex.
Okay. He fails.
He takes 12 damage.
Oh, God, that hurts so bad.
She kicks up her foot and smacks him with his own sword.
He like lets out a shrill whine as he like staggers back with a bloodied nose. Yeah, that's that guy's turn. After that, Mitra, it's your go. You have the gnoll and on one side, and you're still grappling the harpy.
Well, she'll punch the harpy twice. Nope.
$14 hits.
Do 5 damage. And that'll be it.
Okay. 5 damage? Right.
Yes.
Got it. That's your whole turn? Nope.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you did use your bonus action. That's right.
Yep.
Second Knoll is going to leap past the first Knoll and attack Ari.
Bring it.
He only rolled a 9 to hit you.
Not even close. Just dodging.
So he snarls and stabs at you, but you manage to like artfully duck out of the way. Next up is the last Knoll, which is gunning it for Jackson. Jackson does a 15 at you. Jackson. Hello.
Oh, my bad. My bad. I was reading Shield.
Does a 15 hit you?
Yes. For sure.
Sure you don't want to use shield?
I
By the way, I'm looking at your character sheet. It says
didn't.
you're
I thought you were
22.
attacking. I thought you were attacking him. That's why. My bad. Because you said he jumped over and it was attacking Ari. So I guess it's the other Knoll.
I'm looking
Yeah,
at your
the
character
third
sheet.
Knoll.
It says
Yeah,
you're
yeah.
at
I'll
20.
use Shield. I'll use
Is it-
Shield.
It says you're at 22 HP. Are you
On my
not?
screen it says 16. I think it's because here I can probably fix that. There we go. I pulled it up on a different browser and maybe it
Okay, I'm
Maybe I
seeing
should
it's at 16
changed it
now.
again. Okay, yep, there you go. Sorry
But
about
you're
that.
gonna cast shield.
Yeah, I need to.
All right. So the
Wave my will
the
block his scimitar.
yeah, you lift your hand, and a shimmering field of energy blocks the swipe with a scimitar, or it has a chance to catch you. Next up is Jackson.
Okay, so on my turn, this guy's right in my face now.
Yep.
That's not great. Not a big fan of that. I look at these guys, specifically the monk. Was there no other way?
Try being reasonable, as McCree would say.
Oh man, I'm a wizard with a knoll standing over top of me.
You know, while you're thinking about
Uh,
that, 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
You're good. I don't want to. Oh man. Oh jeez, Rick.
You
You
weren't here
want-
last session when he said we could be more aggressive.
That is true. He did tell us to be more aggressive.
Yeah, he specifically said
Oh.
that.
I didn't prepare more aggressive spells.
Yeah, I don't
Have
have the best
chromatic orb.
options.
Yeah.
And they kind of
But-
nerfed some of the spells. Like, inflict wounds is significantly worse now.
Yeah, I
So-
haven't played in quite a while, like about 6, 7, 8 months or so. So I don't really know anything about the new stuff. That's when
Yeah,
I
I
kind
think
of fell off from play, and there was like all that stuff was just now starting to get put out. You know what I mean?
All right, I'm back.
Yeah. Did you
It's-
make your character of 2024 or of the 2014 rules?
I think it's like a mix. I'm not really even sure.
Nice.
To be completely honest,
I'm back.
I think it pulls a little from both. Okay, so I'm gonna use my action to utilize and doff my shield. Unless you allow
Why?
me to pull my shield off my back as a bonus action.
I think
Oh,
that's a free action.
it's assumed that at the start of combat you draw your weapons. Like you
Okay,
don't have
okay,
to
I
you don't have to
that.
waste actions on that.
Cool. Alright. So I pull my shield out. Dude, I'm just gonna stab this dude.
Okay, with your dagger.
Probably. No, actually, we'll just mind sliver him. Yeah, mind sliver.
Okay. It's intelligence.
14. Yep.
He rolled a 9.
He will take 5 damage. The psychic spike hits his mind just from looking at me. And I debate whether I want to run from him, but I'm just gonna stand here.
Okay. Alright. So, that's Jackson. Ari, it's your go.
All right. How hurt does the harpy look?
Not super hurt. They have a couple bruises here and there, but
Okay.
not too bad.
Because I did say I ran up to her with my invoke duplicity last round, so presumably I'm still able to attack her.
You wait.
Or
you,
no.
You using your invoke duplicity?
Yeah. Last turn I'd used invoke duplicity and ran up to her when I cast command.
Okay, so you're standing in front of her with your duplicate?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you still be able to. You can attack her.
All right. Yeah, I'm gonna strike her with my dagger with advantage, sneak attack. Attempting to do so non-lethally if I think we're in that sort of danger. So I'd rather knock him out.
Okay,
All right. First roll is only a 12.
that hits.
The second roll. Oh, but the second roll is a crit. So I'd rather take that.
Okay, yeah.
Nice.
That's gonna hurt.
All right. That's going to be... So it was... What is that? 3, 5 on the dice. So double to 16 plus 2, 18 damage.
Yikes!
Okay.
So you crack him over the side of the head with the side of your dagger, and
Yep.
they seem like severely wounded by that. They're now like looking delirious as you
Yes.
have probably given
So
them a
with
concussion.
that crit... Yeah, I'm going to just look at her and in Goblin say, "So, you really wanted that, you stupid idiot. We could have been giving you gold right now, and now you have a concussion. You fool. You imbecile." And
You
that's my turn.
absolute fool.
Are we allowed to talk as a free action?
What did you
So,
want
like,
to
what are
say?
we gonna do? What are we gonna do after we beat all 4 of these people up? We're just gonna keep walking in here, or like we gotta?
At a certain point,
One thing at a
negotiation has to
time.
be considered.
Yeah, we just knock out people until somebody wants to negotiate.
Okay. So,
I feel like Rocket just like, what are we fucking doing?
all right.
I like considered running into the building and yelling for the lady, like, "Come quick!"
No, we should probably deal with the nukes first.
So
But I don't want her to come out here and kill us.
the
Yeah.
harpy, looking delirious, just leans her head back, and starts to sing a melody.
Oh, great.
That sounds beautiful, actually. Each of you needs to make a wisdom saving throw.
Is it magic?
What does that feature say? I need to see the exact wording on it. What's your racial
Advantage on
ability?
wisdom saving throws against magic. Yeah, it's racial ability. Wisdom, intelligence.
Cunning,
Yep.
I think it's what it's called.
Yeah.
And I got a
Ah.
19.
You know what? Sure, I'll give it to you. This is magic.
I don't
guess.
even, I don't have much of a bonus to wisdom if it counts for anything. It's a +2. Look, for the 2 crew. Thank God I got advantage. Yeah, we needed that. Okay, a 12.
Okay. All of you immediately register that. Oh wait, that's probably bad, and just like go to cover your ears, to, like shield yourselves from the song, and you're able to shake off the effects of it. Oh, the harpy can't move, so it's just stuck there. Next up is the knoll that's got its face bashed in by Mitra. He's gonna attempt to stab her one more time. Does a 6 hit you? I assume not.
No.
Yeah, no. He's just sort of like shakily, like holding his face with one hand and like slashing at you with the other. Doesn't even come close to hitting you. Mitra, it's your go.
Launch the harpy.
Nice.
Punch her again. Maybe not.
Are you being
Non-lethal.
non-lethal? Alright, so with the first jab, you bang! You just pop her right in the face and she just clocks out.
Thank goodness. Okay, we'll step up to the knoll. Make sure he doesn't try to get away.
Alright.
And
So
that'll be it.
next up is the knoll attacking Ari. It's going to slash at you. A 19?
Oof, that hits.
Okay. Take 4 slashing damage. How much health you got?
My
Just
shirt.
curious.
Oh, I was at full,
Okay.
so I'm
Good
at
to know.
23.
Are any of you bloodied?
Nope.
I'm at 16 of 22. I don't.
Okay. So next up is the one attacking Jackson.
All right. Cower behind
Uh,
the shield.
only a 6 to hit.
Yay.
So next up it's Jackson. I believe the one in
Kinda
front
like-
of you is still under the effect of Mind Sliver from your previous turn.
Yeah. I kind of just like jump back, like have at you, and man, I only have one more second level spell slot, so I'm like really holding up on that. I think we just Mind Sliver again, honestly, and now he has a minus D4 from it.
All right.
So
Intelligence.
14 intelligence saving throw.
I think with the minus D4, he actually would probably get a negative number.
Awesome.
So
I do 1
yeah, he
damage.
definitely fails. You dealt 1 damage?
Oh yeah, I deal 1 damage. It's only a D6.
Wha-
Yeah. That's fine though. I'm keeping this guy. He's paying attention to me, not doing anything. That's good enough.
Alright, he starts just like holding the side of his head like he's got a migraine. But he's still like attacking you. Ari,
I'm being a little guy.
Ari, it's your go.
All right, I will bonus action move the illusion in front of. Can I reach the knoll that Mitra already hurt?
Yeah.
All right, so I'll move it next to him, and then I'm just going to same thing, stab at him with the dagger non-lethally.
Okay, to do that though, you'll get an attack of opportunity from the knoll that's already attacking you.
I'll take it.
Okay, let me roll that. It was a 17 to hit.
Oof, that just hits my armor class.
Take 5 slashing damage.
All right, still not bloodied. Okay, so first dagger strike was only a 10, so I assume that doesn't hit.
10? No.
All right, so let's hope for the second to be a lot better. All right, that's a 14.
Hey.
14 misses.
Does that hit? Misses.
Oh
These
god.
guys are wearing armor.
Oh.
Yeah, I forgot
Oh.
to bring
shoot.
that.
Well then. Well. I guess that is all of Ari's turn.
All right. Next up is the one you just attacked. And, but he's gonna keep his focus on Mitra. Actually, you know what? He is going to attack you, Ari. You're looking less healthy. He crit failed. Why are these
We
guys
need that
rolling
right
so
now.
terribly? Okay,
Ice
yeah.
Christ be with us.
So he does nothing. Mitra, it's your go.
Alright, let's punch the null. There's a 15 hit.
15 does hit. Barely.
Nice.
17. Nice.
Nice.
7 damage.
7 plus 10.
Plus 10? What do you mean plus 10?
He hit him twice.
Oh, I didn't see the other attack. Oh my god, 17 total?
Yep.
Yeah, you just lay this guy out. Do you want to be non-lethal?
Yes.
Alright, so you just
She
like
will-
kick him in the legs, trip him over, and then with your other leg, soccer kick him in the side of the head, and he just goes spinning.
and she will go up to the one attacking Ari.
Alright. So that's your turn.
Yes.
Okay. The one that was attacking Ari is going to continue attacking Ari, running up to her, but that gives you an opportunity attack, Mitra.
Nope, sorry, that was the wrong button.
Oh.
Ugh.
Hey.
Nope, she will not stab him. That was unfortunately the wrong button.
Okay, didn't matter. 6 damage.
Yep.
Okay. Alright. So, let's see. They hit Ari. Okay, they rolled a dirty 20. They are going to deal 3 slashing damage to you, Ari.
All right. I am still not bloodied.
Okay, good to know. That's where he ends his turn. Last Null, he's gonna attack Jackson again.
Mhm.
7 to hit.
Misses.
Okay. That's his go.
And then my turn.
Yeah.
Okay. I guess I'm going to drop. I'm holding my shield and my spellbook in my other hand. I want to drop my spellbook and grab a dagger and stab the knoll as my action.
I will say that, wait. Okay, so, like, it's an object interaction to draw your dagger, but if you're putting away your book on your person, that's also an object interaction. So
I was just gonna drop it.
So if you just drop it on the ground, yes, you can draw your dagger.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I just drop it on the ground. I draw my dagger and I stab.
Okay.
15.
15 hits.
3 damage.
3
And
damage.
then, since I am Fey Touch, I will use that ability that is not a spell to Misty Step. I guess. I don't really know exactly where I am. Or where the best place to get away from this guy would be that doesn't put my allies at a disadvantage.
If you want to hide behind Mitra, that's perfectly fine.
Yeah, if you get behind Mitra, there's no way he can reach you.
All right. I'll do that.
Alright, so you whoop, disappear in a puff of smoke and reappear behind Mitra's legs. That's your go. Next up is Ari. So there's two Knolls left, the one that's been attacking you and the one that's been attacking Jackson.
All right.
Both are looking
I can only
wounded.
reach. I can only reach the one attacking me without getting an opportunity attack. Correct.
Correct.
All right. So I will just move my duplicate next to him, so I can get advantage with my dagger,
Mm-hmm.
and gonna roll for that. All right. 30-20 to hit. Let's see if it can get a natural. Nope.
Nope.
Just a dirty 20.
Yeah.
But hey. Another 7 damage on him.
Okay, he's looking a little worse for wear. He's looking pretty bad. Are you trying to do non-lethal damage to him as well?
Yeah.
Alright, so you're just like bashing him in with the blunt end of your dagger.
Yep.
Next up is Mitra.
There's
21. It's good.
And a miss.
Okay. 7 damage. Yeah, that just knocks him clean out.
Nice. And she will run up to the last one.
Alright. It's his turn. And seeing all of his companions go down, he starts looking shifty at all of you and just books it the other direction.
Nature
runs-
will grab. Nature will grab at him.
Well, he's actually not close enough to
said
you.
she
Unless...
ran-
Oh, wait.
That's it,
You
she
moved...
ran up. That's it, she ran up to him after she knocked out the last
Oh,
guy.
okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, go ahead and make your opportunity attack.
He needs to make a DC 14 dex.
Yeah, unfortunately, the crit doesn't matter for this context. He fails, though. So you grab him
grappled.
by the arm as he's trying to, like, run away from you. Now, just to be clear, he was trying to run the opposite way that he came.
Back in the building.
No. He's
No, away
running
from the building.
away from where you guys were
She's
going.
still grabbing him. He's
Okay.
getting knocked out next turn.
Got it. Jackson, it's your go.
Yeah, I will mind sliver whoever's in front of Mitra.
Alright, you got it.
DC 14 intelligence saving throw.
Nope, fails. Again.
3 damage.
This is the same guy, by the way. You've just been giving this dude nothing but non-stop migraines.
This
D4
sucks.
minus his next saving throw.
You're gonna
And- which
give...
hopefully is, if it's a grapple saving throw, that'll be great.
Yeah. Yeah,
Oh,
good luck escaping.
brutal.
Next up is Zari.
All right, I'm gonna move my duplicate next to him and walk up to him with the dagger, very nonchalantly.
You ask them to be friends.
So, you got any reason why we shouldn't leave you with like your friends? As I play around with the dagger.
Just let me
I
leave.
don't know if I can
Let
make
me
an
go.
intimidation check on that.
Okay.
Just an 11. thought that was a nat 20. Very deceptive dice.
He just says to you, "Just let me go. I just want to leave."
How many more are inside? Who was with Pasco?
You will find out soon enough.
I hope
Hmm.
not.
Alright, she's
With
gonna snap
that-
on her turn.
I'll bonus action healing word myself.
All right.
Alright, that's 6. Back to myself. Alright, and that's my turn.
Next up is Mitra.
Yeah, she's gonna punch him twice. Or not.
So hold on, is that a minus D4 from death saving throws?
They don't get to make that saves, unfortunately.
That's right. That'll be it. She
11 twice.
Yeah, it's rough.
Dang.
That's tough.
Well, you get like
No,
Okay.
need a feat for
Anything?
that.
So the Nola's just gonna try and wrench himself away from you. I can't remember. Is it an action to do that still?
Yes.
Okay. He's gonna do strength. But is it a saving throw or is it like it used to be where it's athletics?
It's a saving throw now.
Okay, so it'll be affected by the Mind Splitter. Which may actually be relevant. I rolled it. It was a 2. So his total is 15.
Then he escapes.
Alright, so he wrenches away
However-
from you.
However, as he runs away, Mitra can use her opportunity attack again.
That is very true. Yes, he is going to attempt to move away, and you can do another opportunity attack.
Yep, yeah, needs to make another dex.
it grabs him again. Hey, hold on, he ain't going anywhere.
That is so messed up. Even if they succeed, they still can't get away from you.
It's just bullying at this
He
point.
can try to make the save again.
Okay, this time he got a 21.
Then he escapes.
Alright, so he's gonna run 30 feet away from you guys, ducking around a corner into an alleyway nearby.
We'll leave that.
This is going splendid.
Well, we're all alive, aren't we? Now, Ari, can you
That is simple
illusion
lyrics.
Ari, if you could illusion into the harpy.
Yes. And
you go
I will
inside, and we'll be not quite right behind you, but we'll be behind you.
Just gonna put the
right,
harpy
but
body in the shadows.
first off, I need to take their armor. They're gonna be suspicious if I'm not wearing the same armor.
Okay,
Oh,
so you're trying to use changeling abilities to look like the harpy?
Yeah.
Okay, that's not going to work because you cannot create more limbs. So you can't make the wings.
You're right. All right. Instead, then, I guess I will disguise
Turn into a
self
gnoll?
with my last first level spell slot.
Yeah, I was thinking disguise self, so you can. have the
Although,
clothing.
I still have to have the same basic arrangement of limbs. And if the
mean,
wings are counting as limbs,
Harpies only have 4 limbs. They just have wings on their arms.
Those are
Oh.
technically limbs, actually.
I mean, but they aren't additional limbs.
They are. They have 6 limbs. They have.
They do.
You-
yeah, I think you're thinking of Aarakocras. Or
Wait,
no,
Am I?
harpies.
I'm thinking
No.
of harpies in World of Warcraft, but I've
No,
I'm-
I'm right. I
No,
double
yeah.
checked. They do have arms, legs, and wings on their back.
huh.
Yeah, there's a very distinct art I remember seeing with that.
Yeah, fair enough.
That's like super Eberron coded. I think it's Aarakocras that have their
like
arms
I
as
said,
their
in
wings.
World of Warcraft, the harpies have arm wings.
Yeah.
But okay, no, that's very fair then.
All right, so I will not be able to turn into her, but maybe I could just turn into a gnoll instead.
Yep.
That's valid.
All right,
using-
so I'll shapeshift into a gnoll.
Okay.
Not gonna spell cast. Is the gnoll? What type of armor are they wearing?
They were wearing.
They didn't all run away, right?
Doesn't actually
Just-
say it on
just the one.
stat point. I'm gonna say they were wearing. What's like the medium armor equivalent of chainmail?
A chain
know that.
shirt? Because that's
Uh,
exactly what I'm wearing.
Can I buy my leather armor that I'm supposed to have real quick? I didn't want to do it mid combat. Earlier you said I could have bought armor.
Yeah, we can just pretend like you had that, I guess.
I could put it on real quick in a dark alley.
Yeah.
He said we'd be a
just-
little bit behind him.
Just didn't think to put it on before coming into Kyber's Gate for some reason.
Honestly, thought we would talk our way through this.
That's what Mitra thought too.
That is fair. That is how we tend to get things done.
Yeah. Can't believe they
Uh,
didn't take a bribe.
I'm not gonna grab nothing crazy, just like leather armor or whatever. Can I even wear it?
If you can wear a shield, you can usually wear light armor.
You know what? Actually, I'm gonna say he's wearing hide armor.
Cool, that's fine.
Hide armor? Alright. I will, I guess, remove the top and put it on.
Okay. It smells bad.
Yeah, I figured it would. Ugh, I'm gonna need a bath after this. Gosh. Alright.
It's also wet on the
Gonna-
inside.
The gnoll, did he speak goblin?
Yes.
Okay. Gonna just try to remember how that last one sounded. And get my vocal cords going.
If you want, you can
And-
just roll your performance check now.
Well, I was gonna cast enhance ability with my spell scroll
Okay, go ahead.
that I had made, and to give myself advantage on it.
Sure.
All right. First one is just a 12.
Oh my god.
I'm gonna use my heroic inspiration on this.
Got it. So you can reroll
Gonna
both
burn
of
it
them,
all.
I think.
Oh, both of them.
I think that's how it works.
These
Wow.
Silver
Incredible.
Flame, where have you abandoned me? Oh my goodness, that was so clutch.
You
Silver
were
Flame,
due.
I could never doubt you.
You
I
were
could
due,
never
bro.
doubt you. All right, I'm convincing. You thought,
you-
oh wow, this Knoll is helping us now.
You got
You
into
forget
the
that Ari was
head of
with
the
you.
knoll. You start to forget you're even a changeling. You just become knoll.
He starts drooling.
Yeah. Start thinking about the hunt.
He
All right.
lunged at us a couple of times.
Let's go. Let's speak to the boss.
Oh fuck.
Yes, let's go.
I start ambling about as a Knoll would.
All right,
Pick up my spell book off the ground.
you got it. So you guys walk through the long and narrow.
Oh, and I'll grab a scimitar. Sorry.
Okay.
Oh yeah, aren't we supposed to loot all bodies? No.
Oh no, just to like make sure I have the proper weapon.
I'm just talking shit.
You walk through the large corridor, through the iron door that the harpy was guarding, which was left ajar. And as you cross
Close that door.
inside, huh?
Close the door.
Oh, you're closing the door behind you? Yeah.
Yes.
You can even lock it if you want. It does lock from the inside.
Yeah. Okay.
You're gonna lock it?
Yes.
Okay. So you close the latch, locking it tight, and continue inside. You find yourselves in this large chamber with these pillars all around you. Um, it seems like some sort of crypt or catacomb of some kind, with statues half broken of these hobgoblin warriors with spears at their side. They look ancient. And as you cross through this room and into the next, you can see a wide circular chamber. It's maybe like 100 feet across and 100 feet high with a domed ceiling. And arranged around the center of this room are like these 5 pedestals that are sort of like 5 feet long and no, they would be more like 7 feet long and like 3 feet wide. And you see arranged on top of them are these statues of people that are laying down on top of them. And also you notice that there's light coming from above. You're not sure if it's natural light or what, but there's like a hole in the ceiling that's just creating a circle of light in the center that covers all these pedestals. But you see on the far side of the room, there's a set of stairs that leads to a what appears to be a throne. In the dim light, you can only barely make out the shape of a chair with a person sitting in it. Their eyes gleaming yellow as they watch you walk in.
What species are they?
It's difficult to tell in the light. All you can really see are their eyes as they're obscured by shadow.
As long as they don't have snake hair.
You also
As
notice
they're
on your
all
left
statues.
side, you notice to your left side that there is a large altar that has been constructed on one end of this room, with a large statue of a woman with her arms spread out wide and a hood concealing her face.
Does Mitra recognize this?
You can make a history check.
Can she
Can
make
I
a
make
religion
one
check?
too?
Yeah, you can make one too, Ari.
Is religion applicable?
Actually, yes, sorry, it would be religion. Religion or history. Can be either one.
Okay.
Oh,
I'm good at
rip.
history
Oh,
stuff.
rip as
Wow.
hell. I had a +7 to that. I
Oh my
know
God.
nothing.
To be fair, we are both fake priests.
Oh my goodness.
Wow, that's incredible. You
Well,
almost
we have
all
some
rolled that
timely
one.
now-
Get him out of the
once.
way now.
Wow. Okay. Yeah, so you see this figure. It just seems sort of vague to all of you, but you can see there's been a number of offerings left at the bottom of it. And you can see crouched in front of it a old hobgoblin woman covered in robes who has her hands clasped in prayer and is making an impassioned prayer at the base of the statue. As you all enter the room, you can hear a voice echo from the throne overlooking, saying, "Who is this you brought in for me?"
They wish to negotiate. Sounds like a good opportunity for us. They drove a hard bargain.
Interesting. Come, bring them close, so I can look upon them.
Very well. Now, forward, you two.
Yep. Mitra walks up,
Step forward confidently.
smiling ever so kindly.
Alright, so as you guys approach the base of the stairs, The figure on the throne snaps their fingers, and a series of candles light themselves around her. You can now see it's a woman. It's a Medusa! Who's
Close your eyes.
sitting
Is that how it works?
on a throne that is composed of a series of petrified people, all with their hands outstretched, forming the throne itself,
Oof.
with a series of
Intro.
statues arranged behind her as well.
Mitra will find something else very interesting on the ceiling to look at.
Like, do you think that's why they were wearing goggles?
Do you all look away?
I mean, yeah. I'm definitely looking down at, like, her
Yeah.
feet. You know, like, very deferentially.
I mean, do I have time to look away?
So you two want to negotiate, do you?
We would like to speak of young Leo's fate. Yes.
I nod my head.
Leo. What do you know of that name?
He's a young, foolish boy caught up in something above his station.
And what do you want with this, dear Leo?
His grandmother asked us to rescue him. You see, there has been a terrible misunderstanding. Leo thought his grandmother was wealthy, but she lost much of that wealth long ago. She begged us to help her. We act in charity. She has no coin for ransom, but we do.
You are a long way from the city, Umetga. Quite bold of you. So brazenly walk before me. But your countenance betrays you. If you want to negotiate with me, I need you to look me in the eye.
And how am I to do? How are you to receive a pavement if myself and all my things on me turn to stone?
Who is to say I have decided to do such a thing? Just look me in the eye so we can talk respectfully.
Mitra will look 3 inches above her head. Very mindful of the eyes on her face.
Eyes are down here.
She points at her face.
Is
Be
it not
scared.
true? I am not scared. I am mindful of your power. Is it not true that the Medusa's gaze is always a risk? All
It's
but
only a
guarantee.
risk if I deem you a risk. So look me in the eyes, and we can talk.
Mitra will look.
As you look at her in her large, wide open, glowing snake eyes, like you can feel like the hair raise on the back of your neck, but nothing happens. And you're able to get a better look at her now. She is dressed in a business suit. One you might find on someone from the upper city, with a chain coming out of the breast pocket. It's like a men's suit. Except she's not wearing an undershirt, so the middle of her chest is exposed. And you can see
girl.
running up her chest and all the way up to her neck is a long scar through her scales. She has a smirk on her face filled with jagged teeth and two long snake fangs. And he looks at you somewhat pedantically, says,
Good. Now we can really talk.
Mitra will bow her head respectfully, maintaining eye contact. As I said, his grandmother has no coin for ransom, but we are able to pay a portion of what the Dask had expected from the venture of Leo and his two friends.
make a deception check.
Oof.
She narrows her eyes at you.
So, you've come to negotiate. Tell me, what happened to dear little... What were their names? Ash and Sharut? What of my man Danok? They were assigned to receive the money.
Boys are unharmed.
And how did you find me?
I followed the trail. Oh, my companion and I.
You know, in your line of work, you're not really dealing with, you know, the best of the best.
They were only children, to be fair.
I'll admit, I'm somewhat impressed. You managed to make it in front of me, even. Especially convincing one of my own to betray me.
She looks at the knoll, which is
We are
Ari.
We are intent to help young Leo. This is a business transaction.
Indeed, boss. Leo, I don't think he's any good. If he's anything like his friends, he ain't gonna fucking cut it.
Really,
So-
we just want to pay his ransom.
How much are you offering me? Or little Leo?
120.
It's what we could scavenge up.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh.
With the help action?
Yeah, could I be helping, given, like, I'm trying to tell him it's a
We're all
good deal?
talking, right?
If you want, you can roll separately. You
I'll
chime
take it.
in.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Yeah, worth a shot.
Deception or persuasion?
Oh my lord.
Or
What
persuasion,
a,
no, I
whatever the time.
believe. Oh,
Never mind.
Yeah.
Wow. So what does Ari say?
And that was so I think it's a good deal, boss, and now we know some folks with decent pockets. I say we cut our losses on this kid who doesn't even know his fucking family, and instead we get some gold from these fools.
True. I suspect the gold that they are giving me is not their own, though. These are not altruists. No, you hired, I suspect, by the grandmother. No,
yes, she begged us for help. This is charity. She gestures to her She gestures to her priestess robes.
I
This
find
one,
that there
dressed
is
down
no
Pointing
such.
over at Jackson. He's got, show him. You showed me. He's got one of those fancy rings. So he definitely comes from money.
See what happened? I tucked my ring
Pointing
at
out
the
that you're a
beginning of
dragon
this.
mark.
I tucked all my stuff before we went into the. I turned my ring around.
Oh. Would you at least show your mark?
I don't want them to think that we're a lick that they can come back to, though.
No. It's fine.
Up to him of what he has revealed to the party.
That is true. Well, regardless, I point out that this guy comes from money.
I find
Because I
that
have a
in
book.
I find that in this city, there is no such thing as charity. There is always strings attached. But if you want the boy that badly, far be it from me to stop you. I will warn you, though. He will die if I unpetrify him now.
And why is that?
Because he has a very bad wound. A wound that we were not able to dress in time. Only magic, or perhaps a potion, could save him now.
I will insight that.
As will I.
14.
Oof. 14 as well. Or no. What did I get? These dice aren't working. Alright, also 14.
He seems honest.
House, tell me of the wound. I know of medicine.
He's been stabbed. Like I said, it's going to take a lot of magic potion to bring him back at this point.
Oh.
Would Mitra's monk hand of healing be applicable to save his life? She's got
He
three.
she
Focus
points she points a long or a finger with a long claw protruding at the end of it at one of the pedestals next to you guys. And you see that laying on that pedestal is form of a shifter kid who's clutching his side, etched in stone. His face twisted in a grimace of agony.
Mitra will step up to examine the wound as best she can in his current state.
It's a very bad wound. It seems like it would be fatal if not treated, but your hand of healing has the ability to bring people back from the brink, so to speak. You've treated wounds this bad in the past. It just requires very quick timing.
I have the ability to heal him. So if you please.
She gets up off her throne and she walks down the steps, her heels clicking as she does, and approaches the boy. She runs her fingers over the face of, and she mutters a few words, and her eyes flash brightly for a moment. And you can see, starting from where she's touching him, the flesh, or the stone begins to turn to flesh and the body begins to move and convulse.
Nature will push him down as he starts refleshioning and start pressing at the pressure points of his body to stem the bleeding.
All right.
Give him 6 HP.
All
and she
right,
can do
so
it 2 more times if needed.
he was essentially at 2 failures on his death saving throws. So as soon as you do this, it brings him back up to consciousness and closes the wound. And he rolls over on his side. Oh! Oh!
Breathe, child. Just breathe.
He, shakes his head. Whoa, who are you guys?
A friend of your mother.
You're very lucky, child.
And, he, sits up.
Wait. My mom sent you guys?
Yes, and we want to leave right now.
He looks at you suspiciously. There's no way! There's no way my mom could afford that.
She begged me, and I am acting in charity. Please, we must go.
Yeah, kid. You're not really that welcome here anymore.
No, I need to be out there helping them. We gotta.
There are many ways to help. Please.
You don't understand what they're doing to us down here, man. They're starving these people.
I am from Highwall with the Sirens. I understand very well.
I ain't leaving. These are my family now.
Leo,
I believe you will. Let's go.
all I'm asking you is to return for a few nights, and then you make a choice, and you face the consequences of that choice. Alandra blesses those who seek your fortune, and if you return here, I swear we will not stop you. We will not make you return. Just come with us for this night.
And if I leave again, my grandma's just gonna sick more of you dogs on me.
She can't afford to do that more than once, and if you write to her yourself, tell her your true feelings, that you are making your own choice as a man, she will respect that. But I would ask
She doesn't
you to
respect shit.
her.
She doesn't respect me or my mom. That's why she won't even give us anything anymore.
All I would ask is that you talk to both of them. They are your blood. And after that, you make your own choice. As I told you, we will not force you after that.
Make a persuasion check.
Oh my gosh.
He just saved
Can
his
I
life.
say? Listen, can you guys take this outside? Kind of being annoying.
Show him those null teeth.
Yeah.
He looks up at you
Can I just shove them out of here?
He looks up at you and shakes his head, but then Pashka places a hand on his shoulder and kneels down next to him.
Listen, little Leo. You're going to leave this place. Go. Go meet your family. Go move in with your grandmother. And come back when you're older. Right now, you're not of use to me. You're just going to go out there and get yourself killed. No. Come back to us when you can really put up a fight. Really help us.
He looks down and says, gets up.
Mitro will hand Pashka the bag of 120 gold.
The gold is nice and all, but you can keep it.
And she like smiles wide.
No charity in
think-
Sharn, indeed. Hmm?
I think I may yet have use of you, but don't worry. I'll come find you.
I'll track him, boss.
You can
Sure.
quit
That was
pretending
good.
now. Just go with them.
I would never.
Okay.
I say. Oh,
Swiftly turn around and nudge Leo towards the door.
She does not stop you as you guys walk out. And
At a brisk pace.
Yep.
Step-
That's face.
yep, the briskest.
stepping over the bodies of the guys you knocked out as you go, you walk out, and with Leo's help, you guys are able to navigate your way out of the cogs, back to the lift you came in through, and back up to Sharn. And once again, you're able to breathe in clean, fresh air. Where are you headed to first?
Well, I would have
Grandmother.
definitely dropped also the Knoll disguise and taken off the stinky armor once we were outside.
Yeah, sure.
Ugh, gross.
You were really getting into that dog character there.
Yeah. It's not fun to pretend to be a Knoll. They got a very different mind from us.
Straight
Yeah.
to grandmother's house.
Yeah, we definitely shouldn't go. Yeah, let's go to grandma's.
So, with Leo kind of limping, trying to like hide his wound as best he can, to not attract attention, you guys make your way up all the way to Upper North Edge, to the address that the grandmother had provided you with before.
And
there
there
you-
will stop him before anyone knocks at the door. I was being truthful, Leo. You have a right to make your own choice. I would only ask you to do so with great thought. Stay with your grandmother a few nights. Hmm?
I already made
No.
my choice, but I gotta follow my orders.
Very well.
Also, you almost died too, or turned into petrified stone forever. So, maybe your choices aren't, really great right now either.
Mitra
Hey.
kicks Jackson's foot.
If I die, at least
These are all facts, all right.
if I died down there, at
Leo.
least I would have died for something that matters instead of just in the gutter like everyone else.
You're of no use dead.
That is something that matters. The
You're a
riots.
martyr.
What more can you tell us about it? We hear things from the papers, but obviously they're not the whole truth.
The fucking forges in
Oh god, I'm blanking on the name. Black something.
Ashblack?
Ashblack,
Ashblack?
that's it.
the founders in Ashblack. They've been dumping their fucking wastewater in with our drinking water. Down in the cogs.
It's terrible.
Yeah, we were trying to like get him to change something, man, and then the Sharn Watch showed up. It was a whole thing.
And what does forcing money from your grandmother have to do with the water sources and the cogs?
That wasn't my idea. It's fucking Kesha's idea. He just saw an opportunity. Thought it would get us in better with Dask.
No, that is the nature of groups like the Dask. They're always looking for opportunity. Some
Well, they need the money. Alright?
Perhaps. As I said, I only ask you to think, and then you make your own choice.
Whatever. He just walks up to the door of this estate, which has its own little promenade in front of it with a tree growing out front, and he knocks on it. And a servant answers the door, but then calls down for his grandmother to come. When Cassia arrives, she looks over the boy. Oh, you're filthy. Go run a bath. And get yourself cleaned up. I'll have to discuss business with these folks. And he just like shakes his head and walks inside. And then she looks at you with a smile on her face. Wonderful. Absolutely wonderful. I trust you didn't have any trouble getting him.
Some degree of trouble, but as promised.
Oh yes, I've had the money prepared. And she walks over to like a small chest next to the doorway, opens it up and takes out a large sack of coin and hands it to you. There you go, the promised 700 gold.
Thank you.
You've done great work. I will remember this. Myriad Mysteries, right?
Yes, though, if you seek to offer a favor, I would ask. You speak to your daughter. Baldroy smiles on those who forgive their family. And Leo will value that as well.
Oh, perhaps. But in any case, you've done a great service for me, and I will make sure to recommend you to any of my friends. Some of them have trouble finding their dogs from time to time.
You are too kind.
Good day! And she closes the door, leaves you guys there in the front yard as rain begins to slowly patter down on the city around you.
Stubbornness certainly runs in that family.
We were probably definitely followed here, by the way.
And the matter is settled.
Hopefully this doesn't happen
At
again.
least, well, as I said, Leo can make his own choice next time. Ashka seems to respect that, and hopefully he writes to his grandmother this time, before he runs away.
Yeah, I guess that was really just some kids trying to capitalize. Pretend that it was a ransom when really he was just petrified.
Mm-hmm. At least Jack will be happy with this.
Alright,
Head
so
back to
you
the
guys head back to Myriad Mysteries. Another case solved. And with that, we're gonna end today's session.
Huzzah.
I think that went pretty well. I'm gonna stop recording now.